My name is Cynthia Kropac, and I'm the Chief Enterprise Business Unit Officer at Safaricom. I am motivated by two things. One is an ethic instilled in me by my parents. They would always say that in life you have to assess whether you're learning or you're teaching. And if you're not doing any of those two things, what are you doing there? I want my kids to know that life is a continuous journey of learning and growing and developing yourself, and don't ever stop. It keeps life interesting, it keeps it fun. And as long as I have something to contribute, I'll keep working at it. My definition of success has evolved over time. Originally, I thought it was successful just to escape my parents' house. Now I realize success is being a successful mother. I have 2 children, and seeing them grow up to be positive, contributing members of society is a big measure of success to me. And me working hard to enable that future for them is really important to me. If I could spend a day with someone famous, who would that be? I think that would be Malcolm X. Not necessarily for what Malcolm X has been known for, and historically, in context, in terms of the Black African nation. But the reason I would spend time with him is the shifts he made in his life to change his value system. And he changed it at least 3 or 4 times. Every time new sets of truths became clear and apparent to him, he fundamentally changed his value system. Changing someone's value system is extremely hard. Changing it once is hard. Changing it 3 times or 4 times is even tougher. I'd like him to teach me how to do it. What are the 3 things I think about? I think about my family. They ground me. I think about accomplishing one thing that keeps me motivated to do yet another thing and do more on another every day. And the 3rd thing that motivates me is to do something that's meaningful to people. Even if it's just a smile on the face, making a difference, that motivates me to keep trying. What is my understanding of Tuinuane? It's about hope and uplifting people. And I think when you can make a difference to someone, even a small and meaningful change, it means something. My mother was one of 8 children in her family, and one of 6 girls. The other 2 were boys. And in the traditional family, a lot was emphasized for the boy child, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, less on the girl child. And so while she had an education and was lucky to get an education, a high school degree, she really didn't have any further education beyond that. And once she got married, it was her ambition and her focus that her children would never have no education or a limit to the education that they had. And she encouraged us, all of us girls in my family, that every girl had to at least get to a master's degree or a PhD. And would it surprise you that she was that driven to make us do that and she didn't have one? But she always knew she had unfinished business. And once she was finished with the job of raising a family, she went back to school and she got a college degree. What a wonderful testament that she could continue that journey of learning long past the need to do so. She was no longer educating children. She still went to school and got educated. And to this very day, even as we speak, she keeps learning a new skill. She has a dedication to learn a new skill every year, and in that new skill, enable someone else. That, to me, is that continuous journey of uplifting and hope, that you have it in yourself, what you hope for yourself and achieve for yourself, and then you instill it in someone else. That's the spirit of Tuinuane to me. When I am done with this part of my life, if I could do something other than what I'm doing today, it would be to fight for the underdog or the downtrodden. They say to those who much has been given, much is expected. I think I have a check mark to make there. And if I can make a difference for someone who can't, if I can give hope to someone who didn't have, and if I can use whatever God has given me as a talent, as experience, I would want to share that for good for someone who can't do for themselves.